everyone, I'm Maria, this is my mom Bruna, and we are the owners of the Knitting Loft, which is a local yarn shop and knitting cafe in Toronto, Canada. And this is episode 5 of our knitting podcast, where we chat about our finished objects, our works in progress, and then we show any new product updates or shop updates that have happened since our last episode. So we usually jump right into the finished objects, but I would like to mention that all of our show notes are kept in our caption. So if there's a point in the show that you're wondering what product that was or where it is on the website, we link it for you. And we also link all of our projects to our Ravelry page as well.
And by the way, hi everyone. I didn't say hi when you were introducing.
Okay, so you ready to jump into finished objects?
Oh, okay.
Would you like me to start?
Be quick. Sure. Go ahead.
Cool. So I should actually have 3 finished objects that I wanted to show you today, but I forgot my French market bag at home because I made it for myself. So that was the crocheted market bag that I showed in episode 4. If you wanted to take a peek, I've already made one so you could see the finish, but I will definitely in episode 6 bring that and show you the finished piece because I made it in black and I really have been getting a lot of use out of it, so very exciting. What I will show you is that I finished my Wanderer Ruana, and this is crocheted by Knits and Knots. I should have had this ready out so I could show it, but I will put a picture up.
Yeah, you can put your pattern up.
I should have actually been wearing this today. So, I talked a bit about the construction of this in episode 4. And again, I will throw a picture in. I may have already by this point. So, the construction, you're pretty much crocheting 2 panels. It's a super simple crochet project. I consider this my first, like, official crochet project. Maybe it's my first crochet garment. So I have crocheted the market bags before, but this is the first garment I've ever crocheted, and I really, really love it. It is so wearable.
You did that really fast too.
It goes
like in
so
1 week, you
so
had this whole
quick.
thing done. Yeah.
I think it took me like maybe 2 weeks.
Oh, it did take you 2
but
weeks?
That's still so fast. Switching over to knitting was like readjusting to the speed of knitting because crochet just goes super quick. So this really just consists of double crochet stitches and this, I'm pretty sure it's called a puff stitch, I forget already.
Yeah, that's a really nice
But you're
detail.
just building up fabric in these little sections to add a bit of texture to it.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I used Bruna Maria. I really enjoyed the yarn. It was just so fun to see like the color progression, and I loved seeing like the greens, pinks, and purples that were coming out. I would honestly wear this all the time if it wasn't for it being a store sample. So in the future, I will likely make this again for myself. Like I said, it's crocheted in 2 panels, and then you just seam up the back to connect it. I had a bit of a challenge with the seaming part because I like more of a seamless look, and I felt like what was being suggested, maybe I wasn't doing it properly, or
what were you doing? Like doing a slip stitch?
It's not a slip stitch. It was like you were just crossing over and pulling, so I could see that seam and I didn't like how it was turning out, so I did some version of mattress stitch to try pulling it up. I would just warn you that with the Maria yarn, because it's single, or it's not plied, it's easy to break if you pull too hard, so I was just going a little bit at a time, and I was really happy with how it turned out. So that is the back seam.
Oh, that looks good.
And because it seams right at the section where you had done the puff stitches, it looks like this big puff stitch section, which is super cool.
Yeah, that's really nice, that detail.
So it came out nice on the outside. On the in the inside, you can see that the seaming happened slightly here. I'm not sure if you could see. But yeah, I was really happy with how it turned out. And then you also seam the sides and just leave enough space for your arms, and you get to customize that to your preference. I left it quite open because I like that feel of it just dropping off my arms like that. Very spacey. So yeah, I totally loved this. It was a success. If you are looking at crocheting a garment for yourself or something that's a simple crochet project, you love throwing easy things over that are really comfy but super stylish, I would definitely recommend this. So that is the Wanderer Ruana. And I don't know if you're a beginner crocheter out there wondering what hook to use. I like using the Chalgu crochet hooks that we have. They just have a wooden handle, so it's easy to grip, and I find it's big enough that it's not bothering my hand to hold it too tight and hurt my muscles. So yeah, and then it has a metal hook, so that's what I use if anybody's wondering.
Okay, I'm going to show the sweater I was working on the last time, it's the Winston from Maison Rililie.
I love that so much.
Yeah, so it's completely done now. So Maria, maybe I should leave it on the hanger so I can lift it a bit. I don't know if I can get a good job here with it up. Okay, so it's all done, and it's quite long. Like, if you lift it, it's quite,
wow.
Yeah, it's quite long. So
let's show the back.
Yeah, the back's really, really cute. It's really, and then the way it dips at the, even just the shape of it.
Yeah, I wonder if I could.
Yeah, it is quite long. It's long on me, but so this pattern here was a lot of fun. It really was a lot of fun. And so basically you're starting with this back panel here. You're starting with this, just like a long strip here, and you just keep knitting back and forth, and then you're gonna drop the yarn and you're gonna pick up the little piece in here, and then you're gonna pick up on the other side, and then you start attaching it in the round, and then you start separating for the sleeves. It's very, very interesting.
That's so cool.
You do the sleeves at the end. I did extend them a wee bit because I used the spin cycle at the top, the yarn was just a bit finer than the walk collection here, the Merino Sport. So I think what happened was I could have used a few more rows, and because of that, the sleeves weren't as long as they could have been, but I made them longer, and it's actually really, really nice. And see how the front dips a bit? Anyways, this is definitely a pattern.
I love this color combo.
This is actually a pattern that would be a lot of fun because there's so many combinations that you can do, especially if you happen to use spin cycle. There's so many color options. Even if you do want to go with, the pattern calls for, I think, 4 or 5 different color yarns. So you can use scrappy yarns if you have them, but it's really nice. And I really, really enjoyed all the yarn I used as well. I'll show you just quickly.
And we have some color combos that we picked in episode 4 if you want to check those out.
That's basically what I use. This particular skein doesn't have as much yellow in it as is what I used. It just happens that way with spin cycle. They come they're so totally unique.
Different.
Yeah, it's a little different. It's just that's what we had upstairs. I didn't run down to the stock room. This is still nice too, though. Really, even if you didn't have the yellow with it, right? There's so many combinations.
I wouldn't mind something like that either. I like low contrast projects as long as you're able to see the work you're doing.
Yeah.
I feel like with something like that, because there's not too much detail in the stitches, you're still seeing that color difference. It would be different, I feel like, if you were doing this really intricate color work project and you really want to see the work you're doing. But something like this that just has this subtle difference from the top of the cardigan to the body.
Yeah, exactly.
I think low contrast is so beautiful as well. And
yeah, it was really nice.
I would actually like that combo a lot, even without the yellow in it.
Yeah. It's really beautiful.
Awesome. Okay.
So what's on your agenda next?
So this is actually an old finished object. Again, I don't have my market bag to show, which I finished since last time. But I wanted to show this Notice Spring Tea by Ankestrick. And I knit this last summer. I was looking for a simple t-shirt to knit. I wanted something, what drew me to this was that I wanted something simple, but also that had a bit of variation to it, something that was just a bit of a pop that I could enjoy or feel excited about. And this was definitely it for me, because it was very basic, super simple to follow, but I was excited for each color section. So that was really exciting. As soon as you get like comfortable with the section and you're feeling like, okay, I'm in a groove, then you get on to the next color, which is always exciting to introduce and work with. So I really enjoyed this project, really enjoyed the knit. I love the wear. I would definitely have gone up a size. I will make sure that I put these notes on Ravelry, but it is a little snug on me, and I love the fit of something a bit looser that I can just throw on and again feel comfortable in, but also stylish. So that would be the only thing, is I go up in size, but besides that, I love the boxy look of it.
Yeah, it's really nice on you.
I love this seam along the side. It's a faux seam because you're knitting this in the round, but you have this little design feature along the edge that makes it look like you seamed it, which is really beautiful.
Which is really nice.
And then there are these little like pops of purl or slip stitches. I can't remember exactly what they were because it was last year, but you just get these little pops of design features that are super subtle, really nice.
Yeah.
So I used with this the Flaxen Silk Fine by Sweet Georgia. And I really enjoyed the yarn. A lot of our community members, it started with Connie trying the yarn out, and she was like going crazy, saying how much she loved it. So I was like, okay, I need to work with it too. That sounds like a dream, and I did really enjoy it. The one thing I would say is this top section, I used the color Charcoal, and it was actually rubbing off on my fingers. I was surprised that it wasn't rubbing off on my needles. I was using our Chowgu metal needles, so it wasn't rubbing off on there. And I was a bit concerned that it was going to run into the other colors. So I was actually surprised that there was no, the colors did not run into the lighter gray, which I was really worried about. So just to be aware, that might happen on your hands with the darker color, but it comes right off, and it didn't run into this project. So just so you are aware. Besides that, really enjoyed it. I would highly recommend that you use an actual yarn winder with this yarn because of the linen. It gets a bit sticky when you're winding it, so it might be a bit finicky if you're doing that by hand. But yeah, so again, this is the Notice Tee by Ankestrick. Super simple, really nice, and the fiber itself, with it being a linen silk blend, is just super light wearing and very soft on your skin, so highly recommended. I don't have any notions or tools that I really remember using with that besides like my Cocoa Knit stitch stoppers, so you just pop those onto the needles, and besides that, this was super simple and easy to make.
Very good. You're good at this, Marie.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, so what I'm going to show next is something that I designed. So I didn't complete the pattern yet, but I thought I'd show it, see if anybody
Mom,
would like
you're
it.
So good. I love this so
I
much.
put it with the blouse just to kind of give you an idea like what type of vest it is. I love that. I started at the bottom, so this is a bottom up, and I've ripped this apart quite a few times to get this sort of shape here, because every time I kept trying it on, it wasn't fitting properly, but it does fit properly now, and it's really nice. I like it.
I love it.
I'm not saying everybody will love it, but I definitely like it. I've been wanting to do a vest for a while, and the back. So now what I did was I felt this was a bit short, so I made a second one. Unfortunately, I don't know why I forgot to bring it. I left it on the chair, but anyways, in another color, but I did it to about here. So for some people might want it a bit longer, but we'll have that in the pattern anyways once I do it.
Look at that fiber.
But yeah, so talk about the fiber for a second. So what I did to get this is I used the Rowan felted tweed with Camera Rose's Manistrel. And basically I blended those two colors together. So the Manistrel, which is the top one, has a bit of sparkle in it. So it gives you a very subtle, very, you know, just a bit of sparkle in the sweater. And then, of course, the felted tweed, there's nothing like it. Absolutely nothing like it. I love this yarn.
Absolutely nothing like it. Also, may I add,
but so if you get a bit closer, I don't know if you can see the sparkle a little bit, but it does, in person, it does have the slightest bit of sparkle, which is just so lovely. And I don't know if it's coming out greeny, but it's quite yellow. This is more of a yellow blend.
It's like a lime.
Yeah, like a lime.
It's a yellowy green, 100%.
Yeah. So yeah, so basically I'll wear this on one of the podcasts after I get the pattern out, but basically it's gonna look like this.
It'll look really good on you. Can I say something? I feel like I don't know how well you could see this on the camera, but these fibers go so well together that you could mistake it for one fiber. It's like so perfect together, this blend. And you can't, that little fleck of sparkle is so subtle, but adds such a beautiful element to the design.
Yeah, it does actually.
Yeah, the look of it is gorgeous, and I feel like that would be a dream knit. Like, did you love holding double-stranded?
So what I did was I made the other one to see what it would look like. I also wanted to see what it would look like a bit bigger, so I made a second one. And I was so into it because I picked another color for the second one I made. I put like two other colors together. And then I started a third one. I said, whoa, what am I doing here? I got to get back to like knitting other stuff. I can't just knit a whole stack of vests, which I should have just kept going and did a whole slew of them.
They look so amazing together. So I guess that would end up working up to like a worsted with the...
I would think so.
Felted tweed being DK and the Manistrel is a...
We'll figure that all out before we do the pattern. And that was a little scary because my computer just, it just like blew up on me a week or so ago.
You end up
and all my pattern was on there. And the guy kept saying to me, I'm not sure I can save your files. I'm not sure. But he did call me yesterday and say, guess what? I'm pretty sure I got all your files. So I'm so excited because that's why I'm showing it today. I didn't want to... have to start that again because it took me a long time to get that fit. I kept ripping it out and knitting it again. And
no, I totally know that feeling. That happened to me before the shop opened. I thought I was going to lose everything on my computer. So super stressful.
So do you want me to show the other one?
Yeah, because I'm done with my finished objects and then I have
I also did another design for one more piece, and this is a cardigan.
So nice.
So I basically just did like a little boxy cardigan like this.
Whose design is this?
This is mine.
You made this?
Yeah, this is my design. So what I did, you hold it for a second.
This is so nice.
Yeah, sorry about the stringy. So what I did was I did everything in one piece, so there's no picking up for can you get a little closer maybe?
Wow,
there's no picking up. I incorporated everything so that when you actually get to the bottom, you're just knitting that little bit of sleeve that's left over and you're done. And so I started from up here. This one here, I did have to keep trying it as well because the arms weren't coming out properly and I had to keep adjusting the arms. But I thought I made this for my size, but it ended up being the slightest little bit snug for me. But when Vanessa tried on, because I meant for this to be an oversized sweater, right? So when Vanessa tried it on, it looked absolutely stunning on her. So I would call this a small, and then I'm going to get them to grade. I could get someone to grade it or something and get some larger sizes.
Yeah, we definitely need help learning how to size because we'd have way more patterns.
So just lift out the arm because you can see more of the shape like this. So yeah.
Wow, that is nice.
Yeah,
Mom.
This took me a little bit, but I really enjoyed doing this as well. And the yarn that I used for this was Moongo from Retrosaria, Rosa Pomer. And this
Can I feel that one more time?
Yeah, don't you love the feel of it?
Yeah, it's actually
this is a wool and cotton mix. So That's why it has, and this is a worsted weight as well, so it knits up really quick. I actually finished that design in probably like, you know, I don't know, maybe a week and a half, and I kept ripping it apart like to redo the arms, right?
Yeah, so it's really soft, but it has this like amazing structure to it.
Yeah.
You can see the stitch definition is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
So touching it, it's very soft to the skin.
Oh, and by the way, this, which will be the small, took 4 balls. Yeah.
Oh, that's really good.
And not to have to go back, but my vest is going to be 3 and 3, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Depending on the size.
Depending on the size, yeah. Yeah,
wow, so that's really exciting.
Yeah. So I was really happy with this part.
Beautiful.
The neck part was my favorite part because it just kind of all blends in.
That is really nice.
And then like if somebody really wanted to do buttons, it's up to them too. But I meant it just to be, it's supposed to be just open and kind of drape, right? But yeah, that's I've been doing other stuff too though, but that's basically my big knitting part.
You should have brought them.
No, I have all this to show here is what I'm saying. I've been working on, that's work, Marie.
Okay. Okay, so on to works in progress. Are we good to go on to...
Well, I do, but I started something at home. I'm just playing around at the moment,
well, maybe
but it
you
was
could
the
show
smallest
those
piece.
as your works in progress.
Okay, well, you go ahead.
So,
what is this, Marie?
I have broken my monogamous knitting. I couldn't resist, so I have 3 projects now going from one at a time. I have multiple projects on the go. It's hard to resist it. So, good news is that means that a whipocalypse will be in the future again, and maybe we could do it as a community. I love seeing how many people are using the whipocalypse right now and getting all of their whips done. It totally is an inspiring process to just see a bunch done at once, and then it just like really motivates you to want to knit like crazy. So anyways, the monogamous knitting lasted a while. I'm here to say it is over. So right now, one of the things I do have on my needles is the Farmer's Poncho by Lavanya Patricella.
This is so good. I never even seen you knitting this.
I know. I wanted to surprise you with it.
Oh, this is so good.
So this poncho is simple brioche. It's just brioche knit, brioche purl, and then you have garter stitch going on throughout. So you are using 4 colors, and I will show you actually how these colors work, because I was a bit because it seems like there's a lot going on. I was just trying to figure out how the colors play out here. So these are the 4 colors I picked.
So I'll keep this like this so people can...
Perfect, thank you.
Yeah.
So these are the 4 colors. You pick one color that's going to actually run throughout each section, which is this creamy pink almost, running through the whole thing.
So the cream is right through.
Yes, that goes right through, and then you pick your 3 in terms of what you want each section to predominantly be.
Wow, so, you wouldn't think that turned out to this. That's great.
Yeah, it's cool how this adds that.
Yeah, that's like really neat.
So I do have some color combos picked that I am going to show you. So yeah, this is my Farmer's Poncho. I'm really excited about it. It looks like it is a super simple project so far. You're really just knitting up 2 panels. It reminds me a bit of the Wanderer Ruana. So you're knitting 2 panels, and then you just seam the shoulders at the top, so it's just this open poncho that you throw over you.
Be so nice, and it's gonna go on an angle, I bet.
No, it's actually just, but the way it falls off your side, it does look angled because your bust is holding a part of it up, so it falls off to the side really beautifully. So yeah, it's just, I'm really, really loving it. I think I'm just loving the colors. The yarn I did use is the Julie Aslin Journey Sport, which I am so in love with.
Yeah.
It is so soft and plumpy. Like for a sport weight, I'm surprised like how quickly it's knitting up. It's just such an enjoyable knit. It's so beautiful to see. Like, oh, brioche is
really,
just
really
so
nice yarn.
Satisfying. Like, look at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I could do that all day.
That does look so cool.
Doesn't it just like, hello? So yeah, that is my farmer's poncho. And I dropped
Marie.
yarn down
I'm
there.
I'm very impressed with all your amazing projects you're picking.
Okay, so the next thing I'm working on, and I feel bad to show you this because it is a test knit, so it's not available yet. But these are the Snuggle socks by Max the Knitter. And I was like drop dead flattered because he messaged me on Instagram and said because he knew I knit the Snuggle is Real cowl, if I'd be interested in trying out his new socks coming out. And I was like, you had me at the Surrey. I would love to knit these. So they're called the Snuggle socks. I believe they'll be released mid-September, maybe end of September. Don't hold me to that. But the test knit is due September 10th, so they should be out very soon in the fall. So it calls for Farmer's Daughter Juicy DK, which we do carry at the store. And I don't know if you're familiar with the Snuggle is Real cowl, but if you're not, pretty much it's using slip stitch color work. So just so you could see, there's this color that's running throughout, and then this background color, which is creamy and pops of pink and neon yellow. So it's really fun. And then what happens is you knit the inside with Surrey.
So cool.
And if you've ever seen those like chunky, cozy reading socks, that's what these are. So I know they look humongous, but it's because this Surrey is going to be the inside lining. So it makes it super cushiony and cozy. And oh my gosh, I am just like madly, madly in love. So I've had a few questions about this that, oh, isn't it like you're knitting 4 socks? I know it sounds like a lot, but because you're using DK,
exactly,
it's going so quick. And the Surrey, if you're using a lace Surrey, you're supposed to hold it together, or you can use a fingering Surrey. And that also knits up super quick. Like I knit this in a night. Like it just goes really, really quickly.
Yeah.
So it's not the same as knitting 4 socks.
Yeah.
It goes really fast and it's just really fun. They're toe up. This was my first toe up sock pattern and I had a lot of fun doing it. I always enjoy trying new techniques and seeing how it comes out. It's just exciting to try new things and see how it works out and everything. So you just start at the top. It's just really all about a different cast on and then knit as usual. You're going to be increasing and working the foot. Just super fun. Really, really loving this. And yeah, I can't wait till the pattern's released so that you can cast them on too. I am using Farmer's Daughter Juicy DK, which I believe I've spoken about before, but I am just such a fan of Farmer's Daughter Juicy DK. It really is juicy, so soft. The dyeing is to perfection. So yeah, I had these 2 colors picked out for a while that I had in my stash, and I just thought it was the perfect match for this project. So I believe we're sold out on the, I can't remember, the Fancy Dancing, I think it's called. we're sold out on that one. But we just added a new feature to our website. So all you have to do is, if you're on a product page and you see a colorway is sold out, it'll say, it'll have like a yellow notify me. So you can just click that, put your email in, and you'll get automatically notified as soon as we're restocked.
Yeah, that order's going in anyways this month.
Yeah. So I'm using my ChowGoo needles. I don't know if anyone out there hasn't tried ChowGoo needles yet. These are like an absolute must, especially for Magic Loop. I don't know if I've spoken about ChowGoos before, but well, I will speak about them again because I love them so much. The cord is just, there's no memory, so it just falls out of your way. It makes it such a smooth knit to just pull your needles through for Magic Loop. And even any kind of knitting in the round, your cord will never get in your way because ChowGoo is just made to perfection. So yeah, that is that. I do have one more whip because, again, I broke my monogamous knitting. So I don't know if you want to go through those first, and then
No, go ahead.
Yeah,
you have a lot of talking to do still.
All right, so my last whip, let me just
I just took a peek in her bag this morning and I lost it. I go, oh my.
Let me show it like
Oh
this.
my goodness.
So I am knitting the Grip Pullover by Veera Valimaki. I know this is quite a dark color, so it's hard to
but it's just luscious, luscious.
see. But pretty much how I ended up picking this project was because I have been dying to knit with our Camarose Snefnug. So we introduced Camarose to Canada, and my mom right away grabbed the Snefnug and was like, I'm knitting with this, and I really wanted to, but I had to put it on hold because we've been focusing on sample making, right? So we figured, okay, there's already a sample made in the Camarose Snefnug, so I had to put my dreams of knitting it on hold.
And you finally got to it, at least.
Yeah, well, so my mom knit the Turtle Dove by Spastricot in the Camarose Snefnug, and it was just like, like even still, so this was knit a year and a half ago. Like, look at how that's held up over
that's
time.
True. I did this at the beginning of 2019, so, and a lot of people tried this on, and we blocked it already twice.
It is just,
like just as a source sample.
So beautiful. So this is considered like a chunky yarn, so it knits up super quick. The Turtle Dove was designed with Woolfolk by Luft, Woolfolk Luft, and we didn't have that yet. So, but the Camarose Snefnug was an awesome alternative. We've had so many people knit this sweater out of our yarn because it just knits up so perfectly
fast,
with it.
So nice, yeah.
So I've really been wanting to knit with the Snefnug since this because I was like, oh, this is just so pretty. And it's also not like I could just steal it and wear it because it's not my size.
So Vanessa made a comment the other day and she said, do you realize how many samples we have in the yellows and the greens? And I'm like, oh, we do? And she's like, yeah, look around at the shop. And I'm
that's true,
and I'm like, wow, I didn't know you're pulling out the Turtle Dove. And I'm like, wow, even that was done in yellow.
So, yeah, then I decided, you know what? It's going to be a super quick knit, number one, because it's so thick. Number two, like, it is a really popular yarn, and people are often looking for what things they can make with it, so why not have another sample of it?
Absolutely.
And I am
we should have another couple of them, because that is a great, great yarn.
Really enjoying knitting with it. I'm super excited. Nice. I picked my size and everything, so I'll be able to steal it if I want to from time to time.
That does look good on you, that color, when you put it against you like that. That's a good color for you.
My mom and Rebecca helped me pick the color. I had a few different ones picked. I had, I think, gray, this one, and
another red. You had the other sort of...
oh, yeah. It was like a rusty red.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, it's... I'm really enjoying it. It's so soft. I'm surprised how it's like not even shedding on me as I knit because of the, because of the fiber of it. So
exactly, and the pilling too. I'm actually quite shocked how it holds up because, like I said, it's been folded, it's been moved around the shop, it's been tried on, and I blocked it a couple of times, and it doesn't pill much at all. Like,
it's surprising how hard it is to find just a plain boxy pullover.
Yeah. That looks like it's gonna be really nice. I really like.
Yeah, so I was really excited
when
I found
the shoulders are coming and everything. It's really neat. I like it.
So I was really excited when I found this from Veera Valimaki. It's just a simple boxy something to put on and just like want to curl up in.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited because I have like a bunch of knit sweaters that I got from the store. Don't judge me. So I want to like build up a collection of actual knit sweaters that I have because it's like blasphemy if I wear it to the store and I haven't knit it myself. So super excited about this. It is knitting so quick. I cast it on the weekend. It's Friday, so last weekend I cast it on, and like already that's how much. I have my favorite Clover stitch holders holding the sleeves, and progress to come. Very excited. Okay.
What else?
Those are my whips.
Okay, so we mentioned that we're going to be doing, I'll start here. We mentioned that we're going to be doing these kits here, which is tubes and then the mini with the sock machine.
Kits.
Yeah, they're sock kits. So we're supposed to introduce these in the fall, but I think Tracy from Grocery Girls mentioned us, and we had a lot of people look on our website looking for them, so we thought we'd get them out earlier than later.
Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you so much, ladies. So I'll show you a few that I got done this week. My arm didn't fall off yet, so I'll keep going. So
pretty much these are, in case you missed our previous episodes, these are tubes that are knit up for you. And then you have the mini skein where all you have to do is add the toe and heel and cuff if you want to add that, which makes it really amazing, especially for like gifts, so that you don't have to spend so much time knitting all of these socks. So as of right now, we'll be picking out the colors, but we'll definitely have more information on our website. So.
Yeah, and I'm still going at it, guys, so there'll be a lot more too.
This is like, wow. Like, hello, wow. Right. Wow.
This is our colorway from Timber Yarns. This is also like just,
I love
she
that.
nailed this color. Like, that looks so good.
So pretty.
Yeah.
We are restocked on our Timber Yarns, the Knitting Loft colorway, which we sold out of. So now that's back in stock, and it's the twin sock, so it comes in 2 skeins, so you can knit 2 at a time.
Yeah.
There you go.
And also, okay, guys,
our Mondim socks.
Our
oh my gosh!
I thought I would do this as well
pretty.
Because these are luscious socks.
Looks so professional.
I am professional, Marie. Here's another one. And then look at this one. Ooh, this one's so good.
Wow, I love this. Mondim is really cool because, and that's Mondim from Retrosaria, because it's not like pure striping. You have like semi-striping going on. So you can see these like bits of stripes going on here, but they're not like the defined stripes that you see in self-striping socks. So these are semi-striping. Also can even be no, I wouldn't call it self-patterning, but definitely semi-striping going on. So just this really subtle, beautiful look.
Yeah.
That's just so, so cool.
Sorry, I just have to show this again. Look at how that just blends in, eh?
I know. She's so talented.
Yeah,
Cozy knitter.
Yeah.
To have like a fade sock. So cool. So yeah, we will definitely
so those are, and I have I don't know, 10 or so here. I'll probably try to get another 15 sets going, so we'll start off with about 25, and I'll just keep going. And we'll go from there. But yeah, I thought I would get those going.
Because we don't have this product on the website yet, you can't sign up yourself to the notification list. So you could always send us an email and we'll add you manually to the notification list and let you know as soon as they are ready.
Yeah.
So very exciting. Okay, awesome. So you've been very busy. I've been very busy. We have had some products come in since our last episode that we'll go through.
Yeah, these are really cute.
We have these Rowan Kid Silk Haze fade kits or color kits. They're super cute.
This is the pattern, first of all. It's a really cute scarf, and it uses all the mohair. And then these are the color combos.
Really beautiful.
Here, I don't know if I have it upside down, but if I do, I'm sorry. Just trying to show you the colors. Yeah, I do have that one upside down. Yeah. So there's this colorway, which is really cool. And then there's that one. And then the ones Maria showed. Yeah, they've done really well here.
And so yeah, this is a full kit. So yarn, and it comes with the pattern.
Yeah.
And all of the color options are available on our website. Unfortunately, Fringe Supply Co. is closing. So we are putting all of the Fringe Supply Co. products that we have online for sale. They're already up there. So we have like some totes like the Woolaleluia, and wool is an essential part of any fiber diet. We have like stitch markers and these little Notion cases that are super, oh, this one's backwards. That are super cute.
Yeah.
Very functional, but also super stylish. So all of these are now on sale on the website for clearance. So you are welcome to go check that out. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
So we got, I know you're probably like, why is she so excited about this wool wash? So this is Farmer's Daughter's wool wash. Okay, and this is the lemongrass, I think. Oh my gosh. This smell is just so amazing. I'm really excited when it's time for me to block my next thing so that I could use this, because it just smells so good. So we are restocked on the wool wash. We sold out, so we finally have them back in stock. These are smaller if you've purchased them before, but that's because they're more concentrated now. So you don't have to use as much.
Bottle as well.
Yeah, and oh my gosh,
can you just
oh, it smells so good. Like so super good. I can't even explain it. It's just heaven in your nostrils. So this is our Farmer's Daughter wool wash, now available on the website as well. This is you don't have to rinse free, right?
Rinse free, yep.
So like rinse free. I don't know what everybody's blocking routine is, but yeah, this is super simple. You don't have to rinse out your garment or anything. You just drop it in the water. Soak it for 15 minutes.
Longer than 15,
voila.
But okay, 15.
15 minutes is enough. I mean, unless you're Vanessa and you want to do it overnight.
Okay, well, Vanessa does 8 hours. That's too much, but at least like a good solid hour.
Yeah, well, I've actually started doing what Vanessa does, because like it really smells amazing when you leave it in for longer. 15 minutes is generally what the brands recommend to do, but the longer you leave it soaking for, the better the smell.
Yeah,
it's
well,
just
something
so
like Spin Cycle, that's meant to not stay in too long, eh?
Okay.
Yeah, they give little cards and everything reminding us to...
Like the colors and stuff?
No,
maybe?
It's not that any colors bleed or anything. They just say it's best to keep it like just like a quick cycle, not overnight type of thing.
I forget what the garment was. Oh, my rose cardigan. I put that in for like 8 hours, and I just keep smelling it. Like it smells good. So good. Okay, so some yarn that we just brought in is our Rama alpaca lin.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Here you go.
Nice colors you put together.
What's the Wheel of Fortune lady called? The one who does the
Vanna White?
Vanna White. You're my Vanna White.
Oh. Wait. I have to do it how she's... I can't be Vanna White. Come on. Anyways,
You're
guys.
my Vanna White.
Okay, I'm Maria's Vanna White.
So, talking about Rama for a sec, we've just got our Phenol Part 2 on the website, which is a sport yarn. It is amazing for color work, and now we just brought in the Alpaca Lin, which is also available on the website. It is so soft and yummy. Like,
well, the Phenol we had since we opened. We just never had it on the website. We've had Phenol since we opened the store, but so many colors, and we just never got around to like.
Yeah, well, we have so many colors that we actually had to split the product into.
Yeah. Well, we have all the colors. We got them all.
Yeah, so you'll be able to see the Rama Phenol Part 2 on our website, the Alpaca Lin on our website. We
have the book as well for these.
Book?
Yeah, there's a book to go with these. We have them as well.
Oh my gosh, it's so nice.
And it has this little crisp feeling because there's linen in here, so it's so nice. This is another one that would knit up quickly.
Oh yeah, you can see it. Another one that we just had to put separate into two products because we have so many colors is our Hedgehog Skinny Singles. Yeah. I didn't grab skeins to show you them because we've posted them a bit on Instagram already. But you are welcome to go check those out. We have 107 colorways, I believe. So like a ton of colors. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to show you is our Coco Knits needle gauge, and it comes in this cute little box. Coco Knits always packages their stuff like so awesome.
And the tools they make is
okay, Vanna, if you would mind.
I'm not even sure how she does it.
Can you open that for me?
Is that what you want me to do? That's not what she does.
Well, that's why I said you're my Vanna.
Oh, so okay, you have your own rules.
I get to customize you. Okay, so the needle gauge, there's a warning right in here that says water soluble, keep away from moisture. So just
I had to show that twist. It was like this, not to show how it just
just how it just pops right out. It's cooler to see on like a 32
Are you going to pay
inch.
me like Vanna White gets paid? Because she gets paid big money, Marie.
So now this is the needle gauge, and pretty much how it works is you have these little holes to measure out how thick your needle's going to be. So on this side, you could, I don't know how clear you could see that because I'm kind of far from the camera. But on this side, this is where you will actually see the measurements. So I don't know. I think I'm blurring it out. But you could see the measurements right on here, like the millimeters and US size. And
nice nails, Marie.
it goes... I did them yesterday just for you.
Oh, not me.
So these go up to US 15. Like, look how big that is to make sure you can measure out all of your needles. So, this one, so all you do, it just says that you make sure you go into the gauge that fits your needle. If it doesn't, you'll want to go up to, so... If that doesn't go through here, then we're going to move up to the next one until we find the one that fits. And there we go. So this is US 3. Let's check it. Let's verify. What are the results, Vanna?
You're correct. You're a winner.
And voila, all done. So this is really awesome, especially if...
that felt like the awards.
Yeah, I felt really good about that one. Especially if you don't keep your packages for your needles, or you don't have Chowgoos, which they have permanent sizes on their needles.
Yeah.
Or you struggle to even see.
Yeah, because it's true.
It is hard to squint
I really have
to see.
Focus.
But yeah, this gauge is really great for that if you're ever like in a pinch and you're wondering, oh, I don't know what size my needles are. It's super easy to carry around with you.
So I don't know how everybody else is, but it doesn't matter. Like, I keep all my pouches for my needles, but even though I let's say take this size out and I pull it out, even though it's in here, I still check with my gauge.
That actually
all the time, every single time.
You do that. So I was actually going to say I always save my packages because of my mom. I just like being. She's always stored them that way.
Yeah.
So that's how I know to store them. Is I make sure I keep the packages, and that way it's really easy to put back in whatever organizer you have. She uses this like plastic container thing that you pop open. It's organized by size. We should show that one day.
Yeah.
People would admire your organization skills.
And I stay with that. It's not like as if that was like a one-time cleanup. And it's gonna, like, I'm true. Like that all the time. My stuff's organized.
But what happens is sometimes she'll just take the individual needle if she's doing like ribbing or the body, and then she'll just throw the loose needle off to the side in a clip. But then later she goes to put them back in the packages, and I do see you using the needle gauge to make sure that you're putting them back into the right packages if you're struggling to see the
But what
label.
I'm saying is that on top of doing that, obviously I would do that, but on top of doing that, even when I pull this out to use it, right before I'm about to start my project, even though it says that that's what size it is, I double check that I have the right needle in here. And someone named Maria didn't possibly put the wrong one in.
I am very meticulous about putting your needles back. Okay, so the last thing we're going to show today is a book called Eat and Knit by Marianne Iziger and Camilo's Kitchen. So this is exactly what it sounds like, an Eat and Knit book. You have a bunch of amazing recipes in here, along with some amazing knitted stuff. And all of the knitted projects in here are using Iziger yarns. And we have all of Iziger's bases. There are only two that aren't available on the website, which is Spinny and Jensen, but we still have those in store. So if there's anything you need and it's not on the website yet, just let us know. Otherwise, we have everything available. So just to show some really beautiful patterns in here.
And I think there's a total of 15 yarns, and we have the whole line. Anyways.
Like, so fun. Oh my gosh, my mouth just started watering. I can't even. You don't like mussels, eh? No.
It's not that I don't like them. I can't have no shellfish, Marie. You should know that.
I know.
Okay.
But then that means you like them. You just can't have them. Look how pretty.
No, I don't think so. I was quite young when I found out I was allergic to shellfish, and I
feel like it happened recently.
It did not happen recently. How could it happen recently when, like, 12 years ago?
I feel like I remember when it happened. So just like
my
really.
daughter doesn't remember things clear. It just happened. You do realize how old I am, right?
Oh my gosh, come on. Anyway, so this is a really cool book. And we did get it in after our last episode, so I wanted to show that to you. And that is everything.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's not everything. Oh my gosh, we have a giveaway. So we have the Fleur du Bouton pattern to give away from Andrea. Andrea Knits a Lot.
Yeah.
We've already done the winner and everything. This is why I have these notes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good for you.
So, in the last episode 4, we asked you what level you were at in knitting. I was actually really happy to see how many, like, beginners or advanced beginners there are watching. So, that was really cool to see. Thank you, everybody, for participating. And then we were giving away a pattern from Andrea Knits a Lot. So we have selected the winner at random using the random number generator. And the winner is Ramona Firehorse, which was really exciting.
So neat.
Congratulations. So I'll wait until you see this because I feel like it's really fun to find out while you're watching.
Agreed.
So I won't ruin the surprise. And I will email you next week if I don't hear from you. You can send us an email and then we'll send that pattern over to you. So, that is everything.
Very good.
Hope you enjoyed episode 5. If you've been enjoying these episodes, we'd love for you to subscribe to our channel. And if you would like to keep up to date with what we're doing in between these episodes, you can follow us on Instagram at The Knitting Loft.